Hi everyone, welcome back. Another key moment of crypto's history is something that we are about to witness today. तो I'm sure आप सभी वेट कर रहे होंगे इथेरियम के अपग्रेड का जो कि है शंघाई हार्ट फोक एंड ये इसीलिए इंटरेस्टिंग है क्योंकि ये कहा जा रहा है कि दिस विल बी वन ऑफ द फाइनल स्टेप्स ऑफ द ट्रांजिशन ऑफ इथेरियम फ्रॉम प्रूफ ऑफ वर्क टू प्रूफ ऑफ स्टेक आपको पता ही होगा कि merge was officially the move that sort of enabled the transition of proof of work, say proof of stake, and after that, all the moves and upgrades that have been happening has been towards making the network more efficient and scalable. So officially, this is going to be the final step where everyone will be able to access their staked Ethereum tokens and this will unlock close to 34 million in ether as is being anticipated. So I hope that everyone, whatever the predictions are, whatever we discussed today is going to add some value, and I hope आप सभी participate करेंगे और हमें बताएंगे आपके insights के बारे में आपके क्या take है on the Ethereum hard fork. So, before I get started, just want to say that today is the day when it's going to be happening. Just to clarify, आज है April 12th और आज हम witness करेंगे in a few hours the Ethereum hard fork or the Shanghai upgrade, which is something that will change the whole way Ethereum operates now. It is supposed to make the network more efficient and scalable, and we will see if it impacts the gas fees or not, and how it also impacts the whole staking mechanism of the network. So, without further ado, we will move on to our guests. We have with us Balaji Prasad, जो है हमारे product manager at WazirX, and we have Nitin Kacharia, who is a product designer at WazirX. So, today we have both of them with us to discuss the Ethereum hard fork and all the implications around the Shanghai upgrade that will be happening. So let's start with questions. I think we can begin now, and maybe let's start with the basic definition of the Shanghai upgrade, and talk a bit about the background and what is it. Initiate this.
Sure, Shramana. Thanks a lot, Shramana and WazirX for having me here. Sabko hi, and especially the Ethereum enthusiasts who are eagerly waiting for the Shanghai upgrade, which is happening tonight. सो लिटिल बिट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट हमारे यूजर्स के लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये शांघाई अपग्रेड क्या है अभी तक क्या हुआ इथेरियम के रोड मैप में तो एज ऑल ऑफ अस नो वी हर्ड अबाउट द इथेरियम जो लास्ट ईयर अक्टूबर के करीब हुआ था उस टाइम पे क्या हुआ इथेरियम वाज ऑलवेज ऑन द प्रूफ ऑफ वर्क मैकेनिज्म जहाँ पे सारे सारे यूजर्स को अलगोरिथम कॉम्प्लेक्स अलगोरिथम सॉल्व करके नया ब्लॉक्स नया टोकन्स अनलॉक करना पड़ता था लॉट ऑफ कंप्यूटिंग पावर यूज्ड टू बी कंज्यूम्ड फॉर दैट एंड इट्स नॉट समथिंग व्हिच आम आदमी जो कर सकता है वो ऐसा नहीं था तो अक्टूबर में जब ये मर्ज हुआ था इथेरियम मूव टू कंप्लीट प्रूफ ऑफ स्टेक मैकेनिज्म जहाँ पे anybody can run a validator node they're calling it as validators a group of validators come voting and unlocking new blocks ओके तो ये हमने लास्ट लास्ट अक्टूबर में देखा था ये मर्ज हुआ था अभी ये जो शांघाई अपग्रेड जो बोल रहे हैं दिस इज लाइक द फाइनल स्टेप ऑफ द मर्ज लास्ट स्टेज ऑफ द मर्ज तो जैसे मैंने बताया इन द न्यू प्रूफ ऑफ स्टेक मैकेनिज्म ऑफ इथेरियम वेयर पीपल कैन बी पार्टिसिपेट इन स्टेकिंग दे कैन वोट एंड अनलॉक न्यू ब्लॉक्स उनको कैसा है कि दे हैव टू स्टेक 32 इथेरियम ऑफ देयर ओन वॉलेट्स ऑफ देयर ओन करेंसी इन द ब्लॉकचेन टू पार्टिसिपेट टू बी अ वैलिडेटर नोड तो जब से ये प्रूफ बीकन चेन बोलते हैं इसको प्रूफ ऑफ स्टेक स्टेक इस मैकेनिज्म को तब से जब से ये लॉन्च हो तब से यूजर्स वर नॉट एबल टू विड्रॉ देयर इथेरियम विच दे स्टेक तो जब मर्ज हुआ था विटालिक बुटेरिन ये सब इथेरियम के मैनेजमेंट वो लोग ने डिसाइड किया कि टू कीप द प्रोसेस सिंपल let's not allow withdrawals at that stage itself let the proof of stake mechanism stabilize a little more तो उसको थोड़ा सिंपल रखने के बाद थोड़ा थोड़ा डिले करके विड्रॉल्स अलाउ करेंगे तो ये जो शांघाई अपग्रेड है इट्स कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ सम अपडेट्स एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट अपडेट अमॉन्ग देम इज अलाउिंग विड्रॉल्स ऑफ द स्टेक्ड इथेरियम okay and they're calling it as EIP 4895 there are other EIPs also EIP means Ethereum Improvement Proposal it's like an update okay so center of focus of this Shanghai upgrade is EIP 4895 where withdrawals of staked ETH is going to be allowed from now onwards okay And as Ramana, you have mentioned a little bit details about the Shanghai upgrade, when is it going to happen. तो आज रात 10:27 PM UTC के टाइम पे ये होने वाला है, हमारे इंडियन टाइम के हिसाब से रात के 3 बजे, 3:27 AM। तो इस वक्त ये शांघाई अपग्रेड होने वाला है, एंड दे आर कॉलिंग इट शांघाई कैपेला, सम पीपल आर कॉलिंग इट शापेला, combination of the two words of Shanghai Capella.
ऑसम। सो एज वी नो 2015 से बहुत सारे अपग्रेड्स हुए हैं इथेरियम नेटवर्क के। मोस्ट ऑफ देम वर हार्ड फोक्स, देयर वर फ्यू सॉफ्ट फोक्स एज वेल। सो आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क नितिन, हाउ इज द शंघाई अपग्रेड different from the others that have happened? So we already know what we expect from this, but how is it, unique in a way that hasn't
Yeah.
happened before?
Okay. Thank you, Shramna. This is unique. Why? Because after the merge, which is when जब हमारी chain proof of work से proof of stake पे आई, उसके बाद this is the first hard fork, और that's why it's very unique. And the highlight of this, from December 2020, when staking started, since then अभी तक uh, you couldn't have unstaked any ETH that you had staked. But now that is going to happen. It's like a dream come true, for a lot of stakers and validators. And with this, gas fee improvements, network performance improvements, ये हर फोक में आता ही है, बट अभी आने के बाद जो नेक्स्ट स्टेप होगा शार्डिंग का, उसके लिए बहुत सही, बहुत ही इम्प्रूव्ड एक प्लेटफॉर्म बन जाएगा.
Right.
But mostly this is like a very big deal because 4895 EIP 4895, जिसमें हम unstaked कर पाएंगे अपने ETH.
Awesome. Adding to that, just talking about how is this going to improve the functionality of the network. तो जो जैसे Web3 builders है जो Ethereum पे अपना products बना रहे हैं, या Ethereum investors है, या validators है, उनके लिए क्या improvements आएंगी Shanghai hard fork के बाद?
Decentralized apps और staking, liquidity staking apps एक तो बहुत ज़्यादा increase हो जाएंगी. Why? Because the performance is impacted positively this time. Scalability भी impact हुई है, and reduced gas fee for every layer 2 solution. ये तो इनका highlight है. But the main highlight again is highlight of EIP, which will also impact the financial market. Unstaking of a lot of logged ETH on the proof of stake beacon chain. ये होने के बाद a lot of people will be interested in staking, because of no lock-in anymore, and a lot of people who had staked it before might want to cover their losses now. So वो एक main impact जो है Ethereum network का उस पे आ सकता है. पूरे 32 ETH जो आप यूज़ करते थे to become a validator from December 2020, तो अब आप उन्हें निकाल भी पाएंगे. मेन इम्प्रूवमेंट्स यही हैं.
तो अगर बैरियर लो हो जाता है for staking, so do you think the network security will also improve with this?
Absolutely. The more validators, the better the security. Yeah.
Right, right. So I think we just spoke about this, but let's talk a little bit more specifically about transaction speed. So while transaction speed is something that has been, a cause of concern on many networks, especially larger networks and public blockchains. तो बालाजी, this is for you. आपको क्या लगता है कि ये शंघाई अपग्रेड ट्रांजैक्शन स्पीड को इम्पैक्ट करेगा इथेरियम के लिए?
तो ये शांघाई अपग्रेड जो है, जैसे हमने बात किया, इट्स अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ EIPs विच आर गोइंग टू बी रोल्ड आउट. इनका मेन फोकस अभी इस अपग्रेड में इट्स अबाउट एनेबलिंग विड्रॉल्स, बट ये 2-3 और EIPs इसके साथ जो जाने वाला है. मतलब एक EIP में वो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि जो स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कोड जो रन होता है इथेरियम ब्लॉकचेन पे, उसका साइज कम होने वाला है, कोड ऑप्टिमाइज होने वाला है. सो थिंग्स विल बी मोर स्मूथर फॉर डेवलपर्स, एटलीस्ट फॉर डेवलपर्स. तो जनरली एक टेक्निकल टर्म एक होता है कि इथेरियम आउट ऑफ गैस एक्सेप्शन. मतलब हमने कुछ पैसा दिया इथेरियम ब्लॉकचेन पे, वो पूरा स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एग्जीक्यूट होने के पहले ही वो पूरा गैस लिमिट एग्जॉस्ट हो जाता है. तो अभी ऐसे बोल रहे कि वो एक्सेप्शन आज की डेट से कभी नहीं आएगा, कल से. Okay, and they're also doing one more EIP where they are saying that the gas required to build a block, उसका जो गैस रहेगा वो कम होने वाला है. Building a block will be more easier with less amount of gas. That means you just have to pay less to build a block. That means more people can be onboarded on the blockchain. But
Right.
I don't say anything related to performance, at least in this upgrade. But we can talk a little bit about क्या होने वाला है बाद में. Now this is the final stage of Ethereum merge, the Shanghai upgrade जो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं. इसके
Right.
बाद जो next immediate phase जो आने वाला है वो है सर्च. They're calling it a सर्च. सर्च में क्या होगा? अभी जो पूरा ब्लॉकचेन जो है, जो इथेरियम मेन ब्लॉकचेन, इट विल बी broken down into 64 shards. Instead of one blockchain holding the entire entire info, it will be broken down into 64 shards. तब वैसे स्पीड बढ़ेगा ब्लॉकचेन का. That is where people are expecting huge jump in the performance. एंड उसके बाद भी उन्होंने काफ़ी फेजेस डिफाइन किया. वर्ज, अभी मर्ज, मर्ज के बाद सर्च, सर्च के बाद वर्ज, वर्ज के बाद पर्ज. पर्ज जो डेटा है blockchain का कम हो जाएगा. ओके, और उसके बाद स्टर्ज. सो आने वाले जो फेजेस है इक्विवेलेंट उसमें दोज आर मोर परफॉर्मेंस सेंट्रिक. शांघाई इज नॉट एग्जैक्टली अबाउट परफॉर्मेंस.
Right. I think it's a step towards that, you would say.
करेक्ट.
Right. So I think जैसे बालाजी ने बताया अभी, there are multiple developments that are there in line अभी to improve network scalability, efficiency, etc. और काफ़ी सारे opinions आ रहे हैं अभी about the short term impacts and the long term impacts of this upgrade especially. So there are mixed reactions of course. कोई बता रहा है कि ये price impact कर सकता है for like a short period of time. There might be some volatility. Then after a period of time, then more people will be used to the whole staking, unstaking, and of the token and all of that, and this will be more normalized. So Nitin, this is for you. What do you think will be the long-term impact of this upgrade?
Okay. So since all the validators and जो ETH स्टेक था अब हम अनस्टेक कर पाएंगे, तो ऑब्वियसली उसकी वजह से बहुत सारे ऑलरेडी स्टेक्ड ETH मार्केट से बाहर आ सकते हैं, राइट, विच कैन इम्पैक्ट सम काइंड ऑफ सेल प्रेशर एटलीस्ट अभी के 1 या 2 महीने के लिए. बट इवेंचुअली बिकॉज द प्लेटफॉर्म इज बिकमिंग मोर एफिशिएंट, इट इज़ बिकमिंग मोर कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव फॉर द डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड एप्स डेवलपर्स, एंड ये अट्रैक्टिव भी हो रहा है. जैसा बालाजी ने मेंशन किया कि कोड भी उन्होंने बेटर करा है एंड स्मूथली उस पर डेवलप कर पाएंगे. उसकी वजह से मोर एप्स when eventually will start to be built on this layer 2 as layer 2, there is definitely a very positive impact in the long term. बहुत सारी हाई liquid staking apps you can new liquid staking apps you can expect.
Right.
You can expect you can expect a lot of decentralized apps because it's much more easier on this platform now. Lesser cost, lesser gas fee. So there is definitely a very positive long-term impact on this, and then you add on sharding and all those things that are going to happen will massively improve the overall network.
So overall, जो sentiment है towards Shanghai upgrade, it's been positive. A lot of people are looking forward to it, or mostly people are very optimistic about all the developments, etc. happening to this. But I just want to know कि जो investors है, जो जिन्होंने Ethereum purchase किया है अपने portfolio में, जिनके पास Ethereum है, या जो aspiring Web3 builders है, जो अपना Ethereum blockchain पे अपना product build करना चाहते हैं. Is there something they should know? कोई pointers, maybe 3-4 pointers they should keep in mind for the Shanghai upgrade? Anything they should do, and any security concerns they should be wary of? So Balaji, maybe you can answer this.
Sure, Shamana. So that is a very interesting question. Prices क्या होगा? I think our users also might be
Yeah.
concerned about that. See, nothing can be told with certainty. Prices का, users का, investors का क्या होगा? Because we are living in the crypto world, anything can happen any day. Okay. जो अभी let's understand the dynamics here. तो अभी जो ये Shapella upgrade होने के बाद, as per stats, 15% of the Ethereum tokens which are circulating are staked right now. तो अब आज के रात से क्या होगा, जो 15% टोकन, जो इथेरियम टोकन जो है वो दैट कैन बी अनस्टेक, दैट कैन बी विड्रॉन फ्रॉम द नेटवर्क. ओके, मतलब 2000 लाइक पीपल आर सेइंग इट्स वैल्यूड लाइक $30 billion वर्थ ऑफ इथेरियम टोकन्स कैन कम आउट लिक्विडिटी. मतलब उतना लिक्विडिटी इन्फ्यूज हो सकता है मार्केट में. सो यू कैन इमेजिन व्हाट कैन हैपन, उतना ज़्यादा एकदम से आ सकता है. बट अगेन वी डोंट नो, वी कांट से कि सब लोग रात ही रात विड्रॉ करेंगे क्या, वी डोंट नो, वी कैन नॉट से दैट। हो सकता है कि लोग कंटिन्यू करेंगे वो स्टेक करना, हो सकता है कि लोग विड्रॉ नहीं करेंगे। वो एक पर्सपेक्टिव हम देख सकते हैं। दूसरा पर्सपेक्टिव, पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट ये है कि now people more people will be interested to stake since there are no strings attached. You know, people can withdraw, can stake, unstake whenever they want. You know, that is a positive side, you know, of this upgrade. And now we also have some liquid staking protocols like LeaderDAO as a family of protocols here, which you know, which run on this staking, unstaking things. उसका भी ज़्यादा डिमांड बढ़ सकता है। And you know, and another perspective is that instead of relying on these protocols, people can directly stake on Ethereum. So one thing, users can, you know, keep an eye on the LeaderDAO kind of tokens, the market fluctuations that can happen there.
Right.
But as we always say, as WazirX always says, do your own research and do not do any blind decisions. You know, do your own. सावधान रहे, सतर्क रहे. That is very very important. And I think one more aspect which we can talk about, Shravan, I see some questions from users, is what about WazirX? You know, what happens on WazirX when the Shanghai upgrade is happening?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So first of all, I would like to make it clear that WazirX users need not worry anything about the technicalities of the Shanghai upgrade. WazirX will handle all the technical requirements, and the upgrade will be handled by us. The trading of Ethereum and Ethereum family tokens will not be impacted. Only for 3 hours, that is from tonight 3 a.m. to morning 6 a.m., deposits and withdrawals of Ether family tokens will be disabled for security purposes. That is the only thing which users can note. The trading is not affected. They need not do any action from their side for this upgrade.
गॉट इट। तो अगर आपने इथीरियम पे इन्वेस्ट किया है WazirX प्लेटफॉर्म पे, सो ये अपडेट आपके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है। ओनली विल बी पॉजिंग विड्रॉल्स एंड ट्रेडिंग फॉर जस्ट लाइक 3 hours स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 3 a.m. एंड अदरवाइज आप जो नॉर्मल जैसे आप इथीरियम पे इन्वेस्ट करते हो, ट्रेड करते हो, इट विल गो ऑन। एंड जो भी टेक्निकल अपग्रेड्स है वो ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाएंगे प्लेटफॉर्म पे। तो आपके साइड से कोई यू डोंट हैव टू टेक एनी एक्शन अलग से। But yeah, make sure that whatever decisions you take in terms of selling or buying tokens is based on a lot of research, like Balaji just mentioned. And that way, I think you will be sorted in terms of whatever action you take in terms of, hodling Ethereum or selling Ethereum. So all the best with that. I think one of the another question that I wanted to ask, because there's a cap on withdrawal, and that is being said to have a little bit of an impact. So maybe some people might be a little wary about going ahead and getting their stake tokens out first, or maybe some people might worry about price fluctuations. So do you think this cap on withdrawal is a good move by the network? And you can both answer this, you can both just pitch into it.
Balaji, go ahead.
So I see, if you see the technicalities here, they are saying that 1800 validators per day can
Hmm.
withdraw, not more than that. That is a cap. And they're also saying there are two kind of withdrawals. One is full withdrawal, the 32 ETH which people have staked that can be unstaked, and also there is partial withdrawal where the users have gained lot more than what they have staked. In that case, they're allowing partial withdrawal. I think it's more for security and stability reasons of the entire ecosystem, which
Yeah.
is much needed. This is Ethereum is world's second largest blockchain. Okay, so we cannot, they cannot do any decisions in haste, or एकदम से पूरा change करना भी, it's not good. I think that's the reason they might have introduced this cap, so that there is smooth transition overall. I think वो भी जैसे हमने अभी बात किया, वो $30 billion worth of Ethereum जो है एकदम से बाहर आ जाएगा, that can cause
Right.
fluctuations. That's in a way it's good.
Yeah, I think in the
To
long
add to
term.
that,
Sorry, yeah, Nitin, go ahead.
या टू ऐड टू दैट, जो जैसे अगर टोटल स्टेक्ड इथीरियम देखा जाए तो फ्रॉम द ओवरऑल इथीरियम ब्लॉकचेन 14% इज टोटली स्टेक्ड इथीरियम दैट वी हैव, बट आउट ऑफ दैट 60% ऑफ इट इज एक्चुअली, आई मीन पीपल वुड बी वांटिंग टू कवर देयर लॉसेस। 60% अभी भी अपने ऑल टाइम हाई जो इथीरियम का है उससे नीचे ही है, so they would want to cover their losses, and I mean obviously everything is speculative here, but 60% of the overall staked Ethereum, most folks would want to cover their losses first and then sell. तो ऐसा कोई it's it is looks like a gamble. What can happen?
But covering losses
Definitely.
right now is, I mean, most of the stake tokens are at a loss anyway, so the selling
ये
part
तो है.
won't really happen en masse.
Correct.
That's what is being
Correct.
expected.
And then there is a cap, which is also good.
Yeah.
So
I think in the long term, especially the cap will definitely lead to a lot of stability, if not right away. So, okay,
correct.
so another question that I have, and then maybe we can, start taking questions from our visitors. Nitin, can you tell us? So, we are talking about a lot of use cases, building new products every day on Web3. So, Ethereum Pay, what are the new kinds of dApps that we can expect to see? So, and maybe we are talking about, you talked about liquid staking it already, and then there are the layer 2 networks. So what else is there? I mean, what are the new use cases that we can see Ethereum after the upgrade?
ओके. सो सिंस जैसे ही शांघाई अपग्रेड होने के बाद वी नो कि लॉक इन ख़त्म हो जाएगा. लॉक इन ख़त्म होने की वजह से इथीरियम विल नाउ स्टार्ट टू मिमिक ट्रेडिशनल फाइनेंस. और उसमें से क्या चीज़, जो गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स होते हैं विच आर बेटर देन एफडीज एंड आर एट अ लेसर रिस्क. सो इथीरियम स्टेकिंग विल नाउ मिमिक दैट ट्रेडिशनल फाइनेंस का पार्ट. अब उससे होगा क्या, बहुत सारी नई डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड एप्स विल देन फिगर आउट यूआई एंड यूएक्स फॉर मेकिंग दैट हैपन मच मोर स्मूथली. Again, Lido DAO will definitely see more competition. Liquid staking बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगी. And definitely there is good enough room for opportunities and even innovation over here. And definitely or new or decentralized apps आएंगी, because बहुत ही positive impact है for developers, because one, the code is better, two, the gas fee is lesser. So yeah, I think ये उसका हो सकता है impact. Anything you want to add, Balaji, over here?
Yeah, I think you summarized it pretty well, Nitin. Nothing much to add from my side. I'll just
Okay.
answer our audience question on.
Yeah, I think we have a few questions already. So can we have one of the questions on screen? We can have them one by one. Okay, so this is a question I think we have addressed already. Will the price move up or down of Ethereum after upgrade? So Balaji has spoken about it. There's nothing that we can predict right now, and you have to just wait and watch and do your research. And anything you want to add, Balaji, to this?
Yeah, as we have discussed about it, it can go two ways. The upgrade, as we talked about, the withdraw हुआ amount है, staked amount जो है $30 billion worth Ethereum, it can come out altogether. It might not come out. And positive side is a lot of people might stake their Ethereum now since there is no strings attached. So nothing can be said with certainty. So please be prepared for some fluctuations in the market and be careful with your assets.
Awesome, thanks. Oh, okay. So there's another question from Vedant who wants to know if Balaji agrees with the other Balaji's 1 million Bitcoin prediction in 90 days. So, Balaji, over to you. What is
So,
your stance on Bitcoin's bet?
so I think if what the other Balaji said happens to be true, it is good for the entire crypto world, not just me, entire ecosystem. So let's hope that it is true. And I also agree with him. I'm also a Bitcoin maxi. Actually, I am more of Ethereum guy. Nitin is more of a Bitcoin guy. Yeah.
So, Nitin, do you agree with
Yes.
the
You should be able to
Yes, I agree. For the last 5 days at least, we have seen that Ethereum, and this is very strange, by the way. For the last few cycles, we are seeing that Ethereum and Bitcoin are actually moving opposite. It never used to happen. But I mean, there are developments in Ethereum. There is a lot of stuff happening in Ethereum. So yeah, but can't say,
well?
bro. Like I don't know what Balaji is up to, but yeah.
I mean, Bitcoin's already up 81% as of 2023. So I guess if it continues this way, maybe it might come true. So yeah, let's hope for the best. Okay, so any other questions that we have here which is relevant to the Ethereum Shanghai upgrade? Please share with us because we'll be able to answer whatever your queries are.
I think
Okay.
Balaji can basically take up this question where we have when will we start um,
Staking
staking
option.
options? What do you think?
So, so this has been in our roadmap since a long time. A lot of users have been asking about staking since last 1 2 years. In India, it's more about compliance thing than the product feature thing.
Correct.
As WazirX is a more compliance first organization than feature first organization. So a lot of compliance and regulations need to be understood first. Since right now the new taxes are coming up, there should be thorough compliance audit here before we launch taking feature. That's why been put on hold. But once we have more clarity on the regulations and compliance aspect, WazirX will definitely launch taking feature.
Okay, I hope that answers your question. Oh, okay. There's another one. Will Ethereum now have more staking after upgrade? So I think we did cover this, and within maybe you can add to it.
Absolutely, Pankaj. This will definitely happen. There is no lock-in anymore. Anyone can go on these platforms and be an addition to the aggregators and become a staker. So this will definitely be more prevalent now.
Absolutely. I think this is, I think, one of the more positive moves that have happened in crypto in the last few months. So much so that more traditional financial institutions are also commenting on this. So Bank of America has also said something that this is like a major innovation that's happening on one of the largest public blockchains, and this is not something that you would have witnessed maybe 1 year ago or 2 years ago. You would see the clear demarcation between TradFi and DeFi, but now you'd see more of an integration or such sort of a merge that's happening. So I think that's also a very positive sign for the ecosystem as a whole. And okay, so we have another question from Chandresh. Will staking requirement for becoming an Ethereum validator increase or decrease in the near future?
Okay. See, right now, as per my knowledge, 32 ETH is required to do staking and to be part of the validator node. Now there are various ways a user can participate in this kind of staking. One is you run your own validator node, and do the both hardware and funds management on your own. That is one way. Second way is there are node as a service providers. There are certain third party service providers where you just have to deposit your 32 ETH. The hardware load part will be taken care of the third party services. And the third option is you pool in together, like the liquid staking protocols which are there. There are exchanges like many exchanges which are supporting staking feature where they are collaborating funds of the users and doing staking. But as such, the 32 ETH feature, as far as I'm aware, there's no change in that in the newer feature. Might be once the performance rollouts, once the search and all those improvements come into the picture, we might see some change in that as per the price fluctuations, price at that point of time when those upgrades are going to happen in the coming years.
Okay, I hope that answers your question, Chandresh. Okay, so another question. Maybe we can close after this. Let's take this up and then we can conclude. Will institutional investors make more investment in Ethereum after upgrade? So we already know that a lot of institutional investors are getting into crypto, and it has been stated in reports that the number of institutional investors in crypto has gone up like anything. So and I think more investors have Ethereum in their portfolio than I think maybe trading or whatever. But I think I after the upgrade, it's not going to change a lot. But maybe what they can do is they can start exploring other options where they can integrate more use cases for Ethereum in their services. But maybe Nitin and Balaji can add to this.
Yeah, I think it won't happen right after, but definitely institutional investors are people who really do their own research, and this they can take the time and definitely see how the market is weathering. So yeah, can't really say what will happen in the future, but yeah, keep an eye on that.
Awesome. So I think that's about it. And if you want to read up more about the Shanghai upgrade in detail, go to the WazirX blog. We have put up some interesting articles around the same. It's pretty detailed. You will get all the information that you need further to the discussion that we had today. And I hope that answers all your questions. And likewise, every time you can always put it up on social media. If you have any questions, you can write to us, and we'll try to answer that for you. Thank you so much join करने के लिए आज, and thank you Balaji, thank you Nitin for answering all the questions and telling everything in detail and explaining everything so well. And yeah, I think let's all hope for the best, and let's hope that something positive happens after this Shanghai upgrade for Ethereum and the crypto ecosystem as a whole. Thank you so much, and with this we end our session today. See you all soon.
Thanks.
Thanks everyone.